before the Lord brought him. I'm still in awe, cause look at how all them laws taught him. I should be upstate fit and going into the autumn. I needed salvation from self, all praises the Lord saw him. Now I'm moving different like my man Ace. I'm good now cause I can finally understand grace. I'm staying down, it don't matter how long the plan takes. My hands to the plow, it's only right that I landscape. I'm not concerned what a man makes. I'm full speed on this road in this vehicle, got no handbrakes. It's a rocky road and takes skills. I pray Yahweh Shai never let go of the wheel. That's what I call cruise control. Cause without them you can lose control until you lose your soul. Instead of chasing paper, try to make the fold. That's why I'd rather have Yahweh than my way to go. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
No riches untold. I'd rather have silver and gold. But just give me the Savior. My life he can hold. I'd rather have silver and gold.
I'd rather have Yahweh Shai. That's the only name I think of when I prophesy. Now look at I, when they come to my peers, I put my pride aside and put the most high over things I used to idolize. Money, women, the S550s. Used to drive chef in a frenzy. Look how I was forming all them wicked and weapons that was against me. But most high came and he rinsed me immensely. Now I'm lifting my hands in a grateful way to the hills where my help come from day to day. That's the source of my strength, I'm not ashamed to say. Look how you took my crooked paths and you made them straight. Alpha and Omega, far from a dog. I'm on fire like the summer, far from the fall. If there ever was a problem, you the proper call. I choose Abba cause I know this kingdom got to fall. Y'all.
Riches untold. I'd rather have Abba than silver and gold. But just give me the Savior. My life he can hold. I'd rather have Abba than silver and gold.
I'd rather have Abba. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'd rather have Abba. I'd rather have Abba.
I wanna praise you, Yahweh. I wanna thank you, Yahweh. I'm so grateful, Yahweh. I wanna thank you, Yahweh.
For the promises. Life is a blessing and life is a lesson. Life is a setback and life is progression. Life is uneasy at times, life is comfortable. Life will lift you up and at times, life will humble you. Life is a gift, you better thank the Lord for it. Every chance you get, someone is less fortunate. Life goes in circles, life throws you curveballs. Life can be deceiving like preachers in the church halls. Life isn't promised. If I could be honest, the fact that I'm alive, that time has me astonished. Cause I came from the underground, being tossed around, being lost and found. Now they adore the sound of the priest, far from a nuance. Verses are proverbs, written's are the new songs. Another song for the blocks and the avenues. Everything is plain, I don't speak to them in parables.
I wanna praise you, Yahweh.
I wanna praise you.
I wanna thank you, Yahweh. I'm so grateful,
I'm so grateful.
Yahweh. I wanna thank you, Yahweh.
For the promises. I see the world through different eyes. Every Sunday got the preacher telling different lies, hearing things that I really couldn't visualize. Should've listened, Big said you'd be hypnotized. I was a victim too, I say respectfully. They all up in the soup, don't know the recipe. Talking about I'm not who I was bred to be. Count me out, man, who made you the referee? Trying to get stripes, trying to cloud chase. At 19, I made an about face. Thanks to Christ, it's also about grace. And they lied when they said it ain't about race. But that's another song, I ain't the first to tell you. Woke up on a deeper and a surface level. Learned the laws and the laws changed my attitude. And this song is to show you how a gratitude. I'm so grateful.
I wanna praise you, Yahweh. I wanna thank you, Yahweh. I'm so grateful,
We're so grateful.
Abanawa, Shabashamayim, Kwadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwatka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazar, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Lathanawa, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalachnawa, Chaubwathnawa, Kasalachnawa, Chaubwathinawa, Wala'a, Tabia Anawa, Manasaya 1, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'atapa Arath, La'ai Walamyam, Aman.
Shalom, shalom, giving honor, glory, and praise to the Most High God, Abba Yahweh. And my name is Sham Malak Yahweh Shai, King of Israel. And we also want to give honors. We also want to give honors to the elders that have been in this truth for a long time, decades after decades, holding it down, teaching the youth, and teaching those that have not been in this truth long. And I want to give a double honors to
Salakia, Yashua, you got an echo.
You got echo? Is that better?
Khan.
All right, Salakia, people, Salakia. I also want to give a double honors to the apostles and the apostles and the prophets before them that laid their life down to make sure that we get these words from time to time and through, so that we won't end up forever being a lost sheep of the house of Israel. And also, I want to give a shout out to the sisters, that hold the households down, take care of the families. And also, I want to give a shout out to the brothers that's taking care of the families, providing, leading, and protecting. So I want to my brother Michael Olive from L.O.I, Colorado. What's good, brother?
Shalom, King. Shalom, family.
All praises. All right, and today's lesson, we're going to be going to faith in the last days. And the chapter of this lesson is to encourage the true believers of the 12 tribes to remain steadfast and true to his promises. I mean, I've been noticing quite a few things lately that people have been dropping out of the truth, either because they like faith, or is it because they feel like somebody done told them something and they ain't standing on the Most High God's word. And Most High said it was going to be like that in these times and days, but at the same time, we still must put this work out, and we still got to keep encouraging brothers to keep going in this walk no matter how hard it gets. But right now, we're in those times where it's about to get extremely hard. And Satan ain't going to make it no easier for us. And we know that the worst of our days is coming ahead of us. So right now, our faith better be as strong. Our faith better be as strong as a rock, strong as steel. Whatever it is that it got to be as strong as, that's what it better be as strong as, because this ain't no time to be folding, and this ain't no time to be giving up and walking back. Because especially if you've been in this truth I wouldn't care if you've been in this truth for a year. You don't came too far into it now, in my eyes, and it's too late for you to turn back. There's nothing behind you. And if you've been in this truth longer than that, you know what I'm saying? Then, like I said again, it's too late for you to go back. Why go back? You're gonna go back to nothing, because everything that's behind us is about to be destroyed. So don't let your faith waver, and don't let it doubt, and don't have no doubts. Stand strong. And every day that you live, let your faith get stronger. Because guess what, brothers and sisters, we're gonna need it. Encourage one another. If you feel like you see a sister getting down and she losing courage, you know what I'm saying? She losing faith, man. Y'all sisters get around and y'all build her up. Right? Phone call, go visit. Brothers, likewise, if you feel like a brother is losing faith and he's getting down and he's feel like he's getting down and out, feel like and he's doubting the word, man, get out there and visit that brother, encourage him, and build him up. All way we're gonna do it is right here with the swords right here. Yeah, he may have to take a few to the chin, but guess what? It's gonna build him up. And I know that, hey, my brothers love me, man. I'm not about to give up on them, and I'm not about to give up on the Most High God above all. The Most High God ain't called no weak men to this. He didn't. So with that being said, jump with me to first. We're gonna go to Revelation chapter 1, verse 3. Start this off with.
Con. Book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy.
I
And
heard it
keep,
right there. Blessed is he that readeth. Not just only reading, but getting understanding and doing these words and understanding prophecies. Read.
and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
That's what we know. Esau's time that came to an end. Our 400-year captivity on ended when? August 2019. Hey, it's crunch time now. So now it's this reason why I brought this out because we about to see who really gonna stand in this. We about to see whose faith is really strong in this. We about to see who's gonna keep going in this walk. Who gonna keep going no matter how tough it gets and no matter how hard it gets. Your faith about to really be tested. Your faith is really about to get tested, and there's no time to fold right now. The world gonna let you down, but don't let your lack of faith let you down though. Because when you do, you turn it back, and that's what it ain't gonna be good for you. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying, brothers and sisters, just have your faith, build it every single day. Build it every single day. There's no time to go back. You gotta keep going forward like a horse with blinders on. All right. Now let's go to James chapter 1, verse 2, and start verse 2.
It's the book of James, chapter 1, verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations.
All right. Count it
Knowing,
all joy. It's like it. Count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. Right? When any type of temptation comes at you from here, there, or everywhere. Because why that's going to show that your faith is being tested. Are you gonna overcome it or are you gonna fall? And yeah, you might fall at times, but don't stay down. Get up. Like it said in the book of Proverbs, a just man falls 7 times but get back up 8. Some of these temptations you go overcome the same. Now then you might fall at one of them. But get up. And kind of enjoy life. Get it, man. You know, so I'm gonna keep going. I ain't gonna turn back. I'm gonna just stay strong in this. Read.
verse 3, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
Right.
But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him.
All right there. If you ask the Most High for wisdom, you ask the Most High for knowledge, He's gonna give it to you. You ain't gonna behold it. Know that your God, our God, has our back. As long as we're trying to live righteous. Guess what? If He ain't gonna uphold wisdom from you, then don't uphold your faith from Him. Have faith in knowing that He's gonna do what you ask of Him. Read.
Verse 6. But let him ask in faith, not wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed.
Hold it. But let him ask in faith. I mean, you gotta come to him with a sincere heart, knowing that I know I'm gonna go to the Most High God. I'm asking for this. I'm asking for that, and then it's gonna be done. Not like I hope it's gonna be done, but it's knowing your heart that like, yeah, he gonna do it. As long as it's righteous. But don't be out here like going to him in doubt, because if you go to him like, I'm just praying, but I don't know if he gonna do it, then that gonna show that you have no faith. And you be like, okay, I go back to him again. Is I'll try to have faith. Oh, that's your faith wavering. You know what I'm saying? It's like going to here, go there. And it's like you aren't sure of yourself. When you get in front of you get down on your knees and put your hands up in the air, that's what you're doing it for, like you're about to receive a blessing right then and there. That's where your faith coming in at. Have faith in knowing that that blessing about to come right there on the spot as soon as you pray for it. As soon as you waver, guess what? The Most High ain't gonna be like, no, he don't believe in me, man. He don't believe I can do it. And he ain't gonna hear that. Your faith cannot waver, man. It can't. Read.
Verse 7. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord.
See that right there? If your faith wavers, you ain't gonna get nothing from him. Nothing. So you better be sure when you go to the Most High and ask for this blessing, ask what you're about to ask for, you better be very sure. You better be like, yeah, I'm about to get it. And it's gonna happen. When you come to the Most High like that, you come to that mind frame of like, man, I know he's gonna do it. And he's gonna hear it. But if you don't, then don't bother praying to him. Simple as that. Until you sure of yourself, until you become confident and sure in yourself, and have faith knowing that he's gonna do it right there and there on the spot. Read.
Verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
A double-minded, that was it. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Unstable, unsure, not knowing. And guess what? Even we can't deal with people like that, not knowing if they gonna do it or not. You know how the unstable man is. Like, you ask them, can you, like, for example, you ask somebody, hey, my car broke down, you can't give me a ride to work? I don't know. I might be able to. And it's gonna be like, man, come on, man. You is, you ain't. And that's how this situation is. It's either you is or you ain't. It's either you do or you don't. There's no in between. Right? Now let's go to Psalms chapter 46, verse 10.
You said 46?
Con.
Book of Psalms, chapter 46, verse 10. Be still and know that I am God.
Oh, right there. Be still and know that I am God. Not just anybody's God, your God. What he's saying is be patient. When you pray, in faith, be patient. Because the Most High ain't going to just move right then and there. We know that. But when you pray about it, be still, have patience, and knowing that, hey, it's going to come. I ain't saying like, be like, okay, I ain't going to move nowhere, nothing like that. But just know that when you pray to him, be patient and know that it's going to come. Read.
I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth.
He will be exalted above everybody on this earth, the heathen, everything. And what this also is going into, knowing that he's going to come. Not only that this goes into also saying that he's going to be exalted. I mean, he's going to be put back in his place. Because right now, that's a lot of people out here that really don't fear him. They don't give him the honor and glory and praise. And you know what? They give this so-called Jesus, well, you know what I'm saying? They giving Yahushua the honor and glory and praise. And they exalt him more above the Father. When he even clearly said it, and when Yahushua even clearly said out of his mouth, exalt the Father, honor the Father, glorify the Father, do what the Father say. But a lot of people don't do that. So that being said, just like I said, be patient. Because like I said before, that faith, like I said, faith and patience works in unison together, right? You got anything you want to add to this, bro?
I did have a precept for you for the uh, James 1 and 8. Um, Hebrews 10 and 23.
Come on, let's get there.
I got it up.
I was just trying to find the book. Hebrews 10:23. I'm there.
God, Hebrews 10 and 23 says, let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. You see what I'm saying? So, like Yahshua said, we can't waver. We gotta hold fast to what we have, man, and realize that the Most High is gonna defend Israel. You know what I mean? So we have to keep our faith, regardless of what's going on. That's all I got right
Come
there.
on, man. That's good. That's a precept about the brother Michael Allah. And was going to show that, hey, the Most High always said before that he would not, even Yahushua even said himself, I would not leave you and I would not forsake you. And also, that's going to come in part of a lesson later on today. I mean, later on in this lesson, as I'm going along, right? So now we go jump to Matthew chapter 21, verse 21 to 22.
Wow. Book of Matthew, chapter 21, verse 21. Yahushua answered and said unto them, verily I say unto you, if ye have faith and doubt not, ye shall not only do this which is done to the fig tree, but also if ye shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, it shall be done. And all
Guess what? What's like you? On it right there. You see this right there? It said, if ye have faith and doubt not, anything that's in your way, you're going to be able to say, hey, the Most High, hey, Yahweh, move this. Move this out of my way. Move these people out of my life. Don't let this come upon me. Don't let that come upon me. And guess what? It's going to be done. You think the Most High is not going to hear your prayers if you know what I'm saying, if you're doing right? He's going to hear everything. He's going to see what you're doing. He's going to be like, you know what, this person right here, keep my laws, my statutes, my commandments. So if he asks me to do this, I'm going to do it for him. If you want me to move this mountain out the way, if you want to move these buildings out the way, I'm going to do that. If you want me to move his enemies out the way from away from him, I would do that. Right? Read verse 22.
verse 22. And all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing ye shall receive.
That's it. And all things whatsoever you ask in prayer, believing, ye shall receive. You see what your faith will get you into? Your faith and your patience get you? It will get you anything. As long as you ask, believe, and knowing that he's going to do it. As I said earlier. So like I said, remain faithful. Let the faithful stay faithful. Am I right?
Huh?
Let's go to the book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 17.
Book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of Yahweh.
See that right there? Faith comes by hearing. Not just only hearing, but hearing, listening, hearing, understanding. And where does it come from? By the word of the Most High God. So that means anytime you read these scriptures, or if you hear anybody else bringing it out, you repeatedly hearing the same things most of the time. Trust in the Most High. Have faith, trust, faith and trust, patience, faith and trust all the time. Right? It goes into the stories of David, the judges, or the other prophets. Faith and patience. And it comes from it right here in this word that we got. That's why it always pays to listen to the word of the Most High God.
Knock, I got a precept for you.
Break it out.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. I know you started there, but that goes right along, right back in the loop. You know what I mean?
Right back into the loop. Because like the brother Debakir said at one point in time, which he was right. The Bible's redundant. It says the same things over and over and over again. Faith and patience. You know what I'm saying? We can't really express it enough half of the time. Repent, faith, and patience. Having hope, man. Like I said, we can't express this enough times. Right now, let's go to Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6.
I was just thinking that.
Let's go to that and wrote down.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 6. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and he that is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
All right, hold it right there. You see that right there? But without faith, it is impossible to please him. If you ain't got no faith, you think the Most High gonna move in your prayer? No. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing but just putting a bunch of gibberish up in his ears, and you ain't got no faith and knowing that he's gonna do it. But he said, well, he that comes to Yahweh must believe that he is. Meaning that he is the Most High God and knowing that he can do this. Yeah, we don't see the whole stories before. You know what I'm saying? Have we seen anytime in these stories where any of our people believed in the Most High God? Have they been confounded? No. David prayed many times for many things to happen. And guess what? The Most High always protected him. He always made sure David was all right. Even when David messed up, he made sure David was good. Punished him, but he made sure David was good. And that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek. I mean, for those that consistently seeks his face every day. Stand in these scriptures, man. Rather be the laws, rather be the you know what I'm saying, the stories that goes on through here, or any other precept that's told in here by the prophets or through the apostles. You pray with that faith, guess what? Your reward gonna come. It ain't gonna come right there and on the spot, but it's gonna come. That faith, it's gonna come when you don't even, in fact, when you least expect it. All right, now let's go down to let's go to Mark chapter 11. Let's start verse 22.
Book of Mark, chapter 11, verse 22. And Yahushua answering said unto them, have faith in God.
Hold on. You see that right there? Out of his own mouth, he said, have faith in the Most High God. Have faith in Abba Yahweh. Yeah, man, you tell a dumb Christian that, though, they be like, no, we supposed to have faith in Jesus. Jesus, they always saying it like as if he's above the Most High God. It never fails. And I don't understand it, right? Because they got this mentality and they stuck on that they're the same people when they're not. He said even for time before that my Father's above me. And yeah, that may be, at times, the house even said that they may be equal to each other, but that don't mean they're right there with each other. He always said the Father's above me. Whereas like in mine, they are one. Because they think likewise as one. But he always said, put your faith in the Most High God. And even shows it through the book of John when he said, I can't do nothing except what the Father sent me to do. So I'm telling you right now, that's where his faith comes. That's where his faith comes from, his Father. And he tells us to put his faith in his Father, and then that's it. Putting our faith and our trust in him. We put our faith and our trust in the man, we go, man, it's going to fail every time. And a lot of us got a problem with doing that. And I try to stop it. All right, read verse 23.
Verse 23. For verily I said unto you, that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he saith shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he saith.
Verse 24.
Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them.
Let's see that last part of that. Believe that you receive them when you pray for it. As I was saying before. Right back to what I was saying earlier in Matthew chapter 21. Mark's saying the same thing. But not Mark, but Yahushua saying the same thing here again. Believe as if you have already received it, but you go get it. You're going to get it. That is faith. And knowing that when you pray for it, you ain't see it happen right there and there. You already know in your heart, hey, it don't happen. And it's going to come. Right? Let's go back to let's go to James chapter 2, verse 19.
Book of James, chapter 2 and verse 19. Thou believest that there is one God. Thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble.
You see that right there? If you believe that there's one God, you do very well. Even the demons out there, the devils out there, they believe and even fear, have more fear of him. But our people, man, we like whatever. We think we got all these other gods. Everybody believes in all these other gods out here, but they don't believe in the one true living God. And they have no fear. They don't even tremble in fear when they hear his name. And right now, I mean, a lot of us don't. Even when we hear the Most High God's name, how we supposed to be trembling even saying his name? And don't get wrong, now we believe and we know that he's up there. We know it. Well, I mean, where the lies at? We have faith in knowing that our God is the one true living God. The one true living God. And we know what he can do. I mean, shoot, look where we've been at for. I mean, as a captivity, as a captivity, as a captivity. You always brought us back. But this time, this been the longest one. The 400-year captivity. Oh, 400 years, really. And now this about to be like the this about to be the finale right here. So keep fearing and keep having that faith and keep fearing in the Most High. Especially know what He's about to do. You got anything you want to add to that, bro?
I just wanted to keep reading a little bit.
I keep going.
All right, verse 20. But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead?
Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Hold it right there.
God.
All the dumb Christians, the dumb Lutherans, the blockhead Baptists. All you need is just faith. Okay, what's your actions behind that faith?
God.
Read.
Salaki. Was not Abraham our father justified by works when he had offered Isaac his son upon the altar?
See that right there? Justified by his works. Because that faith, that works that he had faith behind it. And he had true fear of the Most High God. And guess what? I don't care what anybody say. Abraham was a friend of the Most High, a friend of the Most High God. I don't think I'll be able to find a person right now alive, but right now that got that title, friend of the Most High God. I read through this whole Bible, and I only see Abraham was considered as a friend to the Most High. Always feared him. He never, you know what I'm saying? He ain't questioned one time, but at the same time, when the Most High told him to jump, and he ain't even asked how high, he just did it. Tell me what type, and then another thing too, tell me what type of festival we had to do something like this.
Salaki, I was going to say.
Go ahead.
Salaki. Yeah, I was going to say, just like love and faith, right? Those come with actions. You know what I'm saying? You can say you love someone, but you got to prove it, right? Same with faith. You can say you have faith in the Most High. You can say you believe in the Most High, but you got to prove it. You know what I mean? Scripture tells you throughout how man was proving it all throughout the scripture that they had the faith. You know what I'm saying? Just like Yahshua said, Abraham proved it. So we have to do the same thing. We can't just talk about it. We have to be about it. And I land right there.
I ain't messing people, but we better be about it when it comes down to these scriptures. His laws, his statutes, commandments. We better be about it. All right, keep reading.
Verse 22. Seest thou have faith wrought with his works, and by works was faith made perfect.
Read.
And the scripture was fulfilled, which saith, Abraham believed God, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness, and he was called a friend of God.
You see that right there? That's what I was saying earlier, because he did. The Most High asked him to take his son up to the altar and offer him up. And I was just like, bet. He ain't even hesitate. He ain't even say, no, God, this is my only son. Come on, man. You just blessed my son. My son that's supposed to be the head of my throne. Don't do this. He didn't say none of that. Because I bet you any amount of money. And you be saying, you will be alive saying that you wouldn't do this. Especially some of you mothers out there. You won't even allow it. Well, Abraham did it. He was like, bet. You know what? He's like, come on, son. This was like a foretelling of Yahweh's sacrifice as well. And a lot of people really paid attention to that. Am I right? And you see that because he believed the Most High, it was imputed unto him for righteousness because he did that. Faith also is obedience as well. Faith is obedience. He obeyed the Most High God with no hesitation. And that's why his works was righteous, and that's why he became a friend of the Most High God, because every time the Most High asked him to do something, it was like, okay, it's done. So in these times and days, we better have this Abraham type of mentality and trust our God with everything we got, but all our being. Read.
Verse 24, ye see then how that by works a man is justified, and not by faith only.
Oh, I mean, you can't tell the Christians that though. No blockheads right there, no dummies. And I said it. You blockheads, you dummies, y'all just don't get it. I keep on saying that you just only need faith. Okay, you got faith. Okay, what the hell is it gonna do without no action behind it? And like the brother Mike Oliver was saying earlier, man, you can't just say faith and just having a deed. No, it's gotta be done. You know what I'm saying? Faith's gotta be done in deed, not just words.
We could see that. I know we started at verse 20. We could go to verse 18 to show it. You know what I mean? Verse 18 says, yeah, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by
my works. See that? The brother Mike Oliver, Salaki, I mean cut you off, brother.
You good. You good.
You see that? He said, I will show you my faith by my works. So with all that talking about all you need is just faith, man, in discussion on that. For real now, anybody that comes to you talk about all you need is just faith, okay, show me some action behind it. Show me what you've been doing behind your faith. Do you keep these words of the Most High God? Do you do what the Most High God tell you to do? Then Yahushua even said out his own mouth, man must not live off bread alone, but every word that proceeds out the mouth of the Most High God. Your faith alone ain't working. If you ain't keeping, if you're not bound, if you up here still bound on the idols, still having graven images around you and everything, then you don't love the Most High God. That ain't faith. That ain't love. That's disobedience. That's being rebellious. And that's right there within the first 5 of the 10 commandments right there. He's telling you how to love him with all your mind, heart, soul, and strength. So with that being said, that's how Christian approach all that. Tell them to show it or shut up. And that's just it. We ain't trying to hear that. Now let's go to what was that? Let's go to Psalms chapter 27, verse 14.
Salaki, can I read one more verse on this, James?
Go ahead.
Verse 26, last verse of this chapter. For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also. So like we said, like we've been saying, faith comes with action. You know what I mean? It comes with action. Show and prove. Like cats in St. Louis be saying, you know what I mean? Show me state. We got to show and prove. You know what I mean?
That's how they is in Missouri, the show me state.
You said Psalms
27, verse 14.
God. Book of Psalms, chapter 27, verse 14. Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord.
You know, this is David when he was going through all his troubles. But At the same time, he said, wait on the Lord. Be of good courage. And it should strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Don't sit up there and be panicking. Don't be frantic. Don't be frantic. Don't panic. Because when you do, that's going to show you like faith. And you're going to go off doing something on your own you ain't got no business doing. And you're going to mess around end up in somewhere where you don't want to be at. Or end up in a predicament you don't want to be in. Because you had lack faith and you lack patience. And through Psalms, you notice that David had prayed a lot. Anytime David prayed, the Most High gave him his answer, or he done it for him. And David came to him with a faithful and a righteous heart. Something that we got to do, especially in these times. Man, we see what's going on out here. We see what's going on out here.
So
go ahead.
You said we gotta have patience, right? Psalm
Right.
said to wait on the Lord, right?
Right.
Everybody has to remember, man, the Most High is not moving on our time, he's moving on his time. So when you're trying to rush the Most High to do what you want him to do, it don't work like that. You on his time, he's not on yours.
Tell them again for the people in the back.
You on the Most High's time, he's not on yours.
Right. You didn't make time. You didn't create time. And you did not create him. He created you. So, with that being said, stay in your place like he told you to and wait. Besides, it ain't like he owe you anything. He doesn't. So, with that being said, like I said before, which really is part of this lesson right here, patience, be still. And know that he is the Most High God. He don't move when you want him to move. And so, how way this world is right now today, you're better.
God.
You see all these dumb moves that these people out here making out here? And guess what? You see how many people ended up in the graves? Because they don't know the Most High God. They don't know what patience is. They don't know what faith is. And some of them say they do and still end up in bad predicaments. So don't let that be you out there. Do not let it be you. All right. Now let's go to all right, we're gonna go to 1 Samuel chapter 17. We're gonna start verse 25. Now, the reason why I'm going into this here is because why? This is how we got to be in these times, especially us that's going out here in that street teaching. We gotta be ready to stick up not only for our God, not only for the Most High God, but for our brothers as well. Look how David not only stuck up, went out there brave, he went out there bold and had faith in his God. And every day we go out here and preach this word, we better be like this. All right.
Book of Samuel, verse 17, verse 25. And the men of Israel said, have ye seen this man that is come up? Surely to defy Israel is he come up. And it shall be that the man who killeth him, the king will enrich him with great riches, and will give him his daughter.
All right, hold on. Y'all know, everybody knows who this is talking about. This is talking about Goliath, that big old Philistine. Read.
And make his father's house free in Israel. And David spake to the men that stood by him, saying, what shall be done to the man that killeth this Philistine, and taketh away the reproach from Israel? For who is this uncircumcised Philistine, that he should defy the armies of the living God?
You see that right there?
God.
Y'all see how bold he spoke? He's like, man, hold on, man. Who's this fool that's up here to define the armies of the living God? Who's this fool that define our God? Define my father? No, bro, let me go handle that. Read.
And the people answered him after this manner, saying, So shall it be done to the man that killeth him. And Eliab, his eldest brother, heard when he spake unto the man, and Eliab's anger was kindled against David. And he said, Why camest thou down hither? And with whom hast thou left those few sheep in the wilderness? I know thy pride and thy naughtiness of thine heart, for thou art come down that thou mightest see the battle.
You see that right there? His brother thought he was trying to skip out on work, skip out on watching the sheep just so he can watch them fight. But that was not true. Read.
And David said, What have I now done? Is there not a cause? And he turned from him toward another, and spake after the same manner. And the people answered him again after the former manner.
Hold it right there. Now, David's father, father was Jesse, right? If I'm wrong. He sent them down there to send some food down there to his brothers that was fighting in the army. That's the reason why he came down there for. I thought he just came down there to skip out on work, on watching the sheep. But read.
And when the words were heard which David spake, they rehearsed them before Saul, and he sent for him. And David said to Saul, Let no man's heart fail because of him. Thy servant will go and fight with this Philistine. And Saul said to David, Thou art not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him, for thou art but a youth, and he a man of war from his youth. And David said unto Saul, Thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear, and took a lamb out of the flock. And I went after him and smote him, and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard, and smote him, and slew him.
Oh, did you see her right there? This man David, he went out there, he fought lions and bears. You really think he was gonna be afraid of a giant? And now I'm gonna flip it around right quick. Just think of us when we going out here to go camp out in the street teaching. We got this Goliath out here called the Christian doctrine out here. And those are these other weird doctrines, kind of those Goliaths out there. We being like David out there. Hey, come on with it. This is how we gotta be like, man. We about to slay, man. We about to kill they doctrines, man. We about to kill this Christianity trash. This is how we gotta be out there. We gotta go out here and slay these lions and these bears, man. We gotta slay all of them that come with these false doctrines, man.
I got one for you. Psalms 94 and 16.
All right.
Psalms 94 and 16 says, Who will rise up for me against the evildoers, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? This is a spiritual battle, right? Our faith makes us rise and stand for the Most High. You know what I mean? This is what David was showing. You know what I mean? He had faith in the Most High. He knew his people Israel. And he like, man, we not finna let this Philistine come and do this. You know what I'm saying? So like Yashbar said, when brothers go out and street teach and stuff like that, you're out there on the battlefield. You know what I mean? And you got faith in the Most High that he's going to fight for you. You rising for the Most High is going to fight for you. Now land right there.
And that's the reason why I had brought this out. It shows like, hey man, anytime we going out there, man, hey man, it's war out there. And yeah, don't get no twisted. It might be a common time where, you know what I'm saying, that we might not come back home. But that's why we got these things today called a will and life insurance. Because anytime we know we're going out there to war and going out this battlefield, our wives know there's a chance that we might not come back home. And guess what? We slowly was, I mean, surely approaching that time right now where some of us gonna get prosecuted for this word. I don't seen a couple of us go to jail for it already, even before the decree even went out. But guess what? We ain't scared. Like Lil Flip, we ain't scared.
And they say that's a good thing to get persecuted or put to death behind the Lord. You see what I'm saying? That's a good thing.
Is that Matthew 5, verse 25? Yeah, bring that out.
5 verse 25.
If I'm right. Let me see, because I know I am.
Is that what you want?
No, not 5 verse 25. Let's see, we're going back up to Matthew 5 verse, let's see. Slakia. I went down too far. Verse 10. Verse 10.
Verse 10.
Matthew 5 verse 10.
There you go. All right. Book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Verse 11.
Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
See that right there? When we go out here, man, we're going to get put in jail. Someone's going to get put in death. Someone's going to revile. Someone's going to be cussing us out. Use profanity. Like, man, already now. We just like to know all this junk because we smashing their doctrine. They ain't going to like that. Wow. And they going to turn around. They going to speak, man. They going, man, I'm just going to die, man, because they keep on trying to live up under the law. And guess what? We sit up here laughing about it like, guess what? We know we in our heart that we know we doing right. We got the faith of Mashiach Yahushua. We got the faith to come out and stand up against these damn devils and all their doctrine, man. And we ain't backing down. And we ain't gonna never back down. Ain't nobody gonna make us back down. It's something about the Most High God Himself. It's something about Abba Yahweh Himself. When the Most High God puts out that Amos chapter 8, verse 11 through 12, we ain't got no choice but to back down then. But as of right now, though, come on, because we want all the smoke.
God, verse 12 says, rejoice. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
See that? Great is our reward in our heaven, in our 12 gates, along with our 12 tribes. We're going to be called great in the kingdom for doing this work, for standing up for this. And guess what? I don't care if they even try to break my leg, I'm still going to stand up for the gospel. Try to break both my legs, I'm still standing up for the gospel. You ain't going to stop me from standing up for this. Like them old Army drill sergeant pants. And this will defend. And guess what? In this Bible, these law, statutes, commandments, and this will I defend.
Wow.
And I ain't got no problem with it. Like I said, when I go out to war, I'm out there with my brothers. And that's just what it is. They go to war, I go to war. Unless I'm falling sick or something, but other than that, they out there, I'm out there.
It's
like David he got the heart of a lion, and I come from the tribe of Judah, so I got the heart of a lion too. And not that cowardly lion either, or the Detroit Lions.
Salakia, I was gonna say a lot of Israel come from certain types of backgrounds, right? Whether it be the streets or whatever, you know what I mean? In that time, you was willing to stand and die for some nonsense. You should be able to stand and die for the Most High, for the Most High with no problem. If you was willing to do it for some dumb stuff, you should be able to do it for righteousness' sake in the kingdom. You see what I'm saying?
Ah, ah. Like you said, if you was out there running the bank for the set, like get out there and fight for righteousness.
God, God.
Now let's go to I mean, I could go further than that, but I'm gonna we just gonna hold that off right there because everybody gets the point.
God.
Now let's go to now we're gonna jump to Numbers chapter 21 and start verse 1 through 3.
God. Book of Numbers, chapter 21, verse 1. And when King Arad the Canaanite, which dwelt in the south, heard tell that Israel came by the way of the spies, then he fought against Israel and took some of them prisoners.
You see that right there? This now uncircumcised fool gonna come up against our people for no apparent reason, all because they're trying to get to where the one's house leading them to. And then all you had the nerve to separate kidnap our people and take them prisoner. Man, hold on, fool. You know you done messed up. Read.
Verse 2. And Israel vowed a vow unto the Lord and said,
You
if
hear
thou
that?
indeed
It's like it. It's like it.
come.
Israel vow and vow. And guess what? I know most high said you make a vow to him, you better stand by it.
God, you better keep that.
You better keep it. And you better have faith in knowing that you can keep it. They did. Read.
Salaki. And Israel vowed a vow unto the Lord and said, if thou wilt indeed deliver this people into my hand, then I will utterly destroy their cities. Hey, can I give you that precept to that vow?
Go ahead.
So this is the book of Numbers, chapter 30, verse 2. It says, if a man vow a vow unto the Lord, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceeded out of his mouth. So like Yahshua said, if you make a vow to the Most High, you better keep it. You know what I mean? You better keep it. There was a man that made a vow to the Most High and to that if the Most High delivered his army, you know what I mean? If the Most High defeated the other army, that he would sacrifice the first thing that came out of his house. And it was his daughter. And he had to keep that vow. You know, so that's how serious it is with Israel. You know what I mean? We got to keep that vow too. A lot of people walk around and be like, on God, on God. You know what I'm saying? Making, you know what I mean? Just vain vows and stuff like that. And they not knowing what they doing.
And even on top of that too, on Paru, on gang, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On 40 side crip. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep. Make a
Like
vow.
I said, man, and that's why Yahweh said later, don't make a vow. Do not swear, in other words. He said, don't swear on the Most High God. Don't swear on heaven because that's where his throne room is. Don't swear don't swear on Israel. So that's why homies don't swear on your head and your hairs and none of that. But you can't make nothing gray. What he's saying is overall, don't make no vow because you know what I'm saying. A lot of us can't keep our promises. Well, a lot of us can't keep these promises now that we make. So he said, don't do it. All right, now let's go back to verse 3. Numbers chapter 21.
Verse 3. And the Lord hearkened to the voice of Israel and delivered up the Canaanites, and they utterly destroyed them and their cities. And he called the name of the place Haram.
Now you see that right there? You saw they made that vow and they stood behind it because they had faith. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's when they really had faith in their God. Like, man, hold on, man. This fool came out here and tried to, you know what I'm saying? He came out to war. He came out to fight against us because we just trying to pass through. Kidnap my brothers and sisters, man. Hell no, I'll make a promise. I'm standing behind that promise. That faith, man. That faith kicked in hard right then and there. They're like, no, we about to kill these fools and we about to get our people back. And that's what they did.
Uh,
So, I mean, and the reason why this is brought out because, hey, it might come a time where we out there in the wilderness, we might just have to do that. Like, if we sit up there, we come around across them, so if we come across some devils out there and they try to take our people, and you know what I'm saying, try to kidnap, they fight against us, they try to take some of our people. No, bro, we ain't gonna let you do that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we coming. Ain't no man getting left behind from us. No man, no woman, and no child. Especially our children. So when that time comes, man, you better have faith. And you really better have some real serious faith and knowing that our God got our back. And then that's when the real harsh times gonna come. And we're gonna get let on into that also. Right? Now let's go to the book of Judith, starting at 4 verse 9. In my pocket.
Judith 4:9.
Let's see. Yep. All
right, this book of Judith, chapter 4, verse 9. Then every man of Israel cried to God with great fervency and with great vehemency did they humble their souls.
All right, right there.
You know?
What this was going into because, well, you know Nebuchadnezzar, right? And he sent one of his men Holofernes down there. Because they wanted, you know what I'm saying, they wanted to overtake Israel. And Israel had just not came out of captivity from, you know what, I think Priest y'all said, you know, he said he's going to do a class on that. But right now I can't remember it. So we just go wait. But in the meantime, this came out of captivity from somewhere. I was leaving at that. Slacky y'all and forgive your brother for not remembering. But read.
Verse 10. Both they and their wives and their children and their cattle and every stranger and hireling and their servants bought with money put sackcloth upon their loins. Thus every man and woman and the little children and the inhabitants of Jerusalem fell before the temple and cast ashes upon their heads and spread out their sackcloth before the face of the Lord. Also, they put sackcloth about the altar.
Why? And what? Slacky. Why? Because they was very afraid. They were scared out their minds. So therefore they thought they might do some type of wrong. They just say, you know what, let's go ahead and do this, man. Let's pray. Let's pray quick that the Most High deliver us from these people. And that's why they put on them ashes, they put on sackcloth and shown that hey, they was real sorry. There's apologizing and ask for the Most High to deliver them from Nebuchadnezzar now. Read.
Verse 12, and cried to God of Israel, to the God of Israel, all with one consent earnestly, that he would not give their children for a prey, and their wives for a spoil, and the cities of their inheritance to destruction, and the sanctuary to profanation and reproach, and for the nations to rejoice at.
Hold it right there. So that's what they prayed for. But let's see what that faith had led them to. Now, we go to stay in the same book, and we go jump to chapter 8. Let's start at verse 11. Because before this, right, they were starting to, you know what I'm saying, before this, you know what I'm saying, let me show you why this happened and why Judah did this. Read.
Book of Judith, chapter 8, verse 11. And they came unto her, and she said unto them, hear me now, O ye governors of the inhabitants of Bethulia, for your words that ye have spoken before the people this day are not right. Touching this oath which ye made and pronounced between God and you, and have promised to deliver the city to our enemies, unless within these days the Lord turn to help you.
Hold it right there. You see how they lacked faith. First, you see how they prayed to him to not let this happen, not let their wives be given to these other nations, and like that their cities and Israel not to be for destruction. Then they turn around and said, you know what? If the Most High don't answer us, we just gonna do this and you know what I'm saying, and just let it be done. No, that's why Judith got on their heads. And they came to her, and she heard about what they did and heard what was going on. She got on their heads like, how the hell y'all gonna sit up here and not have no faith in the Most High God? How y'all gonna sit up here and turn your backs on your prayers? That's what that lack of faith does. When you lack faith, and you know you pray for it, that's why the Most High was like kind of hesitant too. And like we said before, the Most High does not move on our time. He moves on His time. And look what He did. He sent Judith amongst them. He sent Judith amongst them. And she had to get their minds right. Like, hey man, no, we're not gonna do that. We ain't giving them nothing. Just stand behind me, you know what I'm saying? And the rest of the story, you know what I'm saying? Stand behind me and we gonna do this. We're gonna get rid of these uncircumcised devils. Right? Read.
And now who are ye that have tempted God this day, and stand instead of God among the children of men? And now try the Lord Almighty, but ye shall never know anything.
Oh, you see right there? Tempted the Most High God. Was we told in our laws not to ever tempt the Most High God? And like I said, man, I you know, I mean, like Beanie Siegel, I ain't no Beanie Siegel, man. You better go, you know what I'm saying? It'd be best if that to play with something safe, but don't play with the Most High God, because He ain't for it. Play with the Most High God, you get your feelings hurt. Read.
Verse 14, for ye cannot find the depth of the heart of man, neither can ye perceive the things that he thinketh. Then how can ye search out God that hath made all these things, and know his mind, and comprehend his purpose? Nay, my brethren, provoke not the Lord our God to anger.
You see that right there? For ye cannot find the depth of the heart of man. We don't know what's inside of a man's heart nowadays. And then she said after that, then how can ye search out what he thinks? I mean, how you gonna sit there and know what the Most High thinks? We can't even sit there and know what a man thinks nowadays.
God. It was almost like they was giving them an ultimatum.
That was even worse.
You know what I mean? That's what it seemed like. Like they was trying to give the Most High an ultimatum, like either save us from these people or we're just gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that. That's crazy.
What you gonna do then? Then you go really, you know, something like when Craig put the punch in that gun and did what face. What you gonna do with that? Besides make me mad. Hey, you gonna throw an ultimatum in his face, like, man, what you gonna do with that, man? You ain't doing but gonna piss me off and I'm gonna kill y'all. In fact, I might hand you over to them anyway.
Right. Come.
See, man, and our people don't get, and then up to this day, man, you got people that still do that. They'll pray to the Most High God for something, and like a faith, they be like, because he ain't did it right then, that man, you know, forget it. I might just go ahead and do it myself. And they end up in worse trouble, in a worse predicament than what there was before. Because they didn't wait, they had no faith, and they didn't wait. And they provoked the Most High God in anger, and he just let them, like, you know, go ahead and do it. And let's see what's going to happen. Since you ain't want to try it my way. Then you going to sit back and laugh at you. Well, hey, I guess we do. I guess the Most High does have a sense of humor. I guess we do make him laugh at times.
I think so.
Right. I think we does too. And you said right there, How can you search out God that has made all these things? Now, where have we heard that before? In Isaiah 66, verse 1, right? Haven't my hand made all these things? And like he told Jeremiah in chapter 1, verse 5, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you.
God.
We ain't formed nobody in the womb, so therefore we don't know what people think. So for how we gonna sit there and know what the Most High God thinks? Once again, man, like I said before, man, we better learn to stand our place in these times. We are not his creators, we are his creations. And I'm gonna say it again. Not his creator, we are his creations. If he tells us to have faith in him, we better do it. Right now, we ain't got time to be sitting up in somewhere. We ain't got time to be sitting up in courtrooms. And we ain't got time to be making our family members sad. And we ain't got time to be on back this much or that much. Sit your butts down, pray, and be still. And just have faith. Your faith got to carry you far in this walk, man. We ain't got time for it. But the moral of the story is, Judas went out. And when Judas prayed, after this dude thought he was gonna get something from her, she got drunk and he fell asleep. And I forgot whatever she had, but she had some type of string or something like that, or whatever. And she prayed to the Most High, said, Lord, give me strength. And she took that man's head off. And the Most High answered her. And then they had him hang his head up somewhere to where all of Holophanes peoples can see it. And they trembled in fear, like, hold on, man, they got women that can do that? Oh, so. And they trembled in fear, and that's, all the Israel came, and all our people in Israel came and chased after them and killed a lot of them in the story.
God.
That's what faith and patience does for you. And we better have a lot of this. We better have a lot of this. In this time and beyond. All right, let's go to how much time have I left? Okay, I'm gonna skip that. No. Let's go to First Maccabees chapter 3, verse 13. We're gonna start verse 13. Right down 19.
Say chapter 3.
Yep, chapter 3.
God.
Start at verse 13.
God. Book of First Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 13. Now when Saran, a prince of the army of Syria, heard say that Judas had gathered unto him a multitude and company of faithful to go out with him to war.
I'll hold it right there. Now we all know about the story of the Maccabees, right? Antiochus and his gang and these real thugs that came up against our people for no apparent reason. Killed a lot of them. Killed the children for not wanting to eat pork and their mother last. Tried to turn us away from our inheritance. But they actually did. They even turned some of our men against us. Not Matthias and his sons. They stood up to him. You know what I'm saying? And, all praise to the Most High God for the brothers. Which is why we have feast of dedication today because of them. Right? Read.
Verse 14. He said, I will get me a name and honor in the kingdom, for I will go fight with the Judas and them that are with him, who despise the king's commandment.
You see that right there? He did that just out of because he tried to get respect from who I think this was Antiochus at the time, or whoever took over after Antiochus. But read.
Verse 15. So he made him So he made him ready to go up, and there went with him a mighty host of the ungodly to help him, and to be avenged of the children of Israel. And when he came near to the going up of Beth Horon, Judas went forth to meet him with a small company.
You hear that?
Salaki.
Slaki.
Go ahead.
You see that right there? Judas only had a small company of men. Just like what's the name at 300, right? Yeah, like him. Because that's where they did get this from anyway. Read.
Verse 17. Who, when they saw the host coming to meet them, said unto Judas, how shall we be able, being so few, to fight against so great a multitude and so strong, seeing we are ready to faint with fasting all this day?
Hold on. You see that right there? They've been fasting, but then again, they fainting because why? Because they see all these people coming up against them. They're like, man, hold on, man. They got so many people. There's just only what? Only a few hundred of us? Come on, man. You think we go win against that? They were scared. They had no faith. Remember when the Most High God said, be not afraid of them, for I am with you? They must forgot that they got something they don't have. They have someone they don't have. And we sometimes even forget this. We have a living God. The other nations don't have a living God. We have a living God, not them. So what the hell we gotta be afraid of them for? We're the government. We like the military gods on the earth anyway. They ain't got no reason to be afraid of them. Read.
Verse 18. Unto whom Judas answered, it is no hard matter for any, Salakia, no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few. And with the God of heaven, it is all one. To deliver.
You hear that right there? Slacky. You hear that right there? It is no hard matter for many to be sharp in the hands of a few. Why? And with the God of heaven, it is all one. It is all one. You see that right there? We got a God, man. I mean, man, we can probably like didn't he say like before? Man, we can be 10 of us and we can send 100 people to flight. Man, it could be like 100 of us and we could kill 1,000. What is we afraid of? Man, we got a God. They don't have that. As long as we keeping these law, statutes, commandments, man, we should feel invincible. Like we can't be touched. We keep these law, statutes, commandments, and knowing that we got a God behind, a God above us and behind us. Man, we can't lose. Just like we're going out the street teach. Man, you know what I'm saying? We got these holy clappers right next to us. We got these holy clappers on our right. We got Yahweh shot in front of us, the Holy Spirit in the back, and the Most High above us. We can't lose. We can't lose. And we will not lose. I don't need knives across my belly. As long as I got Yahweh across my belly, I proved you lost already. That's why I keep these scriptures in my brain for. So that I don't lose. Because like I said, man, it's an everyday battle out here, man. But it's going to be another reason why I brought this out. Read.
To deliver with a great multitude or a small company. For the victory of the battle standeth not in the multitude of an host, but strength cometh from heaven.
Strength comes from heaven. Strength comes from heaven. The strength comes from the Most High God. That's why when we walk out here and our armor polished up, our sword is sharp, and shield stronger than ever to withstand anything that comes from the devil. And another reason why I brought this out for, like I said, for when we go out there on that pilgrimage, Guess what? It's gonna come a time where we gonna be outnumbered. And guess what? We may be outnumbered, but we ain't out God. We ain't out God it. But guess what? Our God lives. Theirs don't. So we gonna see who gonna win. We know it ain't gonna be them. But you can't go out there being faithless, and you can't go out there being scared. As even Mystical even said himself, a weak ninja is a beat ninja, and a dead ninja is a scared ninja is a dead ninja. Y'all get my drift? You can't be scared out there. And if one of us brothers fall, and he got a family, guess what? Then guess what? Then we're gonna take that man's family up and we're gonna protect them too, as well as our own. 'Cause guess what? When we out there, we all we got. The Most High God, Yahushua, and us. So when we out there, we better be we better be on point. Our faith better be strong as ever. And we better be very patient and wait on the Most High. Because guess what? Ain't nobody coming for it. Because guess what? Ain't nobody coming to save us. Well, at least from other nations around that time. It's just gonna be us. All right. Now we go jump to this right here. I want a lot of people to pay attention to this. Let's go to Mark chapter 13, and we're gonna start verse 32.
It's the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 32. But of that day, Salakia. There we go. Verse 32. But of that day and that are out, and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father.
Hold it right there. There's a reason why I brought this out. But of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father only. And I'm gonna tell you why I brought this out. Because this right here is also gonna cause a lot of people to fall out the truth. Why is that? Because they gonna keep constantly looking for him to come. They're gonna keep constantly looking for him to come. And it's gonna be like, dang, he ain't showed up yet. It could be like, because you know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people, man, that's why it's always best to tell people, don't be trying to add on the time of when he's gonna come and when he's gonna show up. We don't know. He don't even know. So quit trying to add a time limit on when he's gonna show up and when he's gonna come. Because the more you keep doing that, you're gonna be thinking like, oh, he's gonna come this time, this year, or next year, or whatever. And when he don't show up, you're gonna be like, oh man, he probably gonna come for another 10, 15 years, and then you gonna go mess around, go back to your lustful desires, and you're gonna turn around away from this truth and go back into the world. And don't get me wrong, I believe what they're saying, but at the same time, just focus on the prophecies and measurement, knowing that, hey, we're in this part. So it means, you know what I'm saying, not to say like he's gonna come this time, that time, but to let you know when he's getting closer to coming and when we get closer to our pilgrimage. And don't just sit there and just keep constantly thinking like he's gonna come this year and this and that year and this year. Because then you're gonna know like, man, he ain't coming. Then you're gonna have to say in your head, like, oh man, he ain't gonna come, and then you're gonna go back into the world. Right? Read. Oh, you want to add anything to that?
No, you good. Only thing I was gonna say to that is this kind of kills people's Trinity doctrine, but because if they was equal, then the son would know, but he don't. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And that's another reason why I pointed that out, but I should have mentioned it. Forgive me, people.
God. All right, verse 33. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is.
Oh, you see right there? He said, take ye heed, watch the news, watch these devils. Pay attention to these prophecies in this Bible, like I said before. So therefore you will know where we at in these times. So you will know how to get ready and what to get ready for. And yeah, we don't know when the time is, when this everything's gonna pop off. We don't know when, but at the same time, it will help us better. Read.
God, for the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants.
I hold it right there. All right. Our cousin man, he an insurance adjuster, right? But you know what I'm saying? He sometimes he goes to work. You know what I'm saying? What work he is, what state he'll go to work in. He be gone for like 2 months, 3 months at a time. And I ain't calling his wife his servant because I'm not. But he might have servants at his house. He don't have no servants at his house, but if he did, he's like, hey, I'm going for a while. And he ain't telling him when he's gonna come back though. But read.
And to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch.
See that right there? He got every servant of his their duties. Hey, do this, do this, do this, do this. Set somebody up to watch. So for them to know when I'm coming back. Read.
Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning.
Hold it right there. Watch. 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 Time and time again, like I said before. Watch these prophecies unfold. Read these prophecies. Watch these prophecies unfold. And I said constantly look up in the sky with your binoculars. Oh, look, he's there. No, he's there. Oh, here he comes. No, not like that. Watch the prophecies. Watch everything unfold so therefore you'll know what's going on.
Not. Hey, what they say, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Exactly. That's why I was born in 1980 because I was born ready already. That's the perks of being born exactly in 1980 because I was born ready. Read.
Lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch.
See right there? If he come, to tell him what time he's gonna come. He can come at midnight, like you say. He come midnight. He can come before the damn rooster crows, or sometime in the morning, or even in the afternoon. If he catch you sleep, in other words, when he says sleep, if he catch you not doing your job, if he catch you not keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, if he catch you out here doing sin, there's gonna be some deadly consequences behind it. And it ain't gonna be nothing nice. That's why he tells you constantly pray and watch. Pray and watch. Keep doing these commandments while you're at it, though. Keep these commandments. Keep doing what my father tell you to do. Just like when he told you, just like the example when he left the disciples, and then at the time they became apostles. When he left them, he all gave them a sign to do. Go out into the world and preach the gospel. Go to wherever our people are scattered at. Wake them up. Let them know they are not Gentiles. Let them know that they are my people. That you are my father's people. Peter, go feed my sheep. If you love me, Peter, go feed my sheep. You are not a shepherd. You are not like one of the top apostles now. Go feed my sheep. Make sure my sheep are well fed before you leave. And they did that. But at one point in time, Peter got caught slipping though. And that was Paul. He had to get on him. And Peter accepted correction. He got back on point. But as that was Yahushua, whew, and this time it'd been bad business. It would have been bad business. All right. Now let's go to 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3 to 4.
Book of 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying,
it's like it. Knowing this first, that there should come in the last days scoffers. We done ran into so many of them. Like I had this blockhead tell me, and this dude is one of us. This blockhead gonna come tell me we had the Israelites with the Ethiopians. I'm like, man, shut your dumb ass up. Show me where Ethiopia was put on the slave ship, stupid. Show me where anybody with Kush was put on a slave ship, dummy. When they the ones handed us over to the people that put us up over here. Hell, even they tell you they never been put on those slave ships. I'll tell you, boy, that social media thing got called Threads, boy, that is a real trip on there, man. I'm telling you. Well, you'll find so many people on there that's so lost, and sometimes it's even hard to even bring them back. It's even hard to try to lead them to the straight and narrow path. Too far down the broad and narrow, too far down the broad path. Read.
Verse 4, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
Ooh, y'all see that right there? Same thing I was just saying in Mark chapter 13, verse 32. Tell me I'm lying.
God.
You're going to have people like this because they going to watch the sky so much, they going to say, man, think that he ain't coming. And that he is going back into the world. Feeling that lusty flesh, and they ain't even coming up scoffing like, man, bro, y'all been saying this they've been waiting for him to come back for many and many years. They say he's going to come back a long time ago, and he ain't never came. Why is that? Because they lack faith.
Kyle, I was going to say, that's just people assuming and trying to calculate when he's coming.
Right. So as I was saying earlier, they just keep calculating. They just keep trying to calculate when he's going to come.
Yeah, you can't do that.
That's like you trying to force the Father's hand to come. No, you to send him. No, we can't do that. That's why he told us from time to time again, pray and watch, man. Just know where we at in the prophecies, man. Right, let's go to 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 3.
Book of 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the
incredulity.
I know how to say that. Of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Don't worry about, Slaki. What you're saying, don't worry about what they say, think of you, And don't worry about their unbelief. Don't be afraid of their unbelief. Don't even be troubled by it. All thing you can do is just tell them and show them. And if they don't believe it, man, the hell with them. Keep it moving. Like even said in Titus chapter what? 3 verse 11? 3 verse 10? After the second admonition, reject them. And like you said somewhere in Matthew chapter, well, I forgot chapter, the mission is the kingdom ain't going to be given to everybody. But it's not hard for you to plant a seed, though. If they don't get it right then and there, then they might get it later. But then it's going to come a time where the Most High be like, nah, they ain't meant for them. And he's going to put that strong delusion on them. And they're going to scoff at you even harder. And guess what? You got to wipe the dust off your boots out of them like Peter and them did. And just, okay, bet then I'm just going somewhere else. Give it to those that want it. The ones that don't want it, move them out the way. If they ain't with it. So you want to say, Mike Allah?
No. I did something popped in my head, but I completely forgot about it.
It's like it, my bad. All right, let's go to Let's go at the 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 18.
Book of 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 18. Who concerning the truth have erred, saying that the resurrection is past already, and overthrow the faith of some.
You see that right there? There's actually some Jehovah's Witnesses. There's some people actually saying this. You got some of this Jehovah's wickedness out there that even believe that he already came, that he's already been resurrected, and he's already done came already. And some of them actually, a lot of them kind of actually teach that. You be like, man, oh no. And then when some hear this, they mess around and what? Go their way. They turn away from the truth. So therefore, that's why it says in this Bible, man, you gotta study to show your own self-approved. You can't go by what everybody say. You can't go by what everybody say. You just gotta have faith in knowing that the house ain't came back yet. Right?
God. That's why some of them think that those small hats is in our land right now. Like that's why they have the land right now. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I think I posted that in the Telegram the other day, man. I just blocked that shit. Said talking about, man, those might be the real Jews. Those is the real Jews over there. We ain't. And he was one of our people. I'm like, man, you was a stupid ass. Most I forgive him. I'm trying to be nice.
God.
A lot of people sometimes, what they irks my nerves. What I said, man, just have faith in knowing that he's coming and he has not came yet. Now let's go to I got a few more and it's gonna be done. After this one be done. Let's go to Sirach chapter 2, verse 10.
Verse 10.
Yep, chapter 2, verse 10.
Book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded?
Hold it right there. David trusted Abraham trusted the Most High. Was he ever confounded? David trusted him. Was he ever confounded? Show me one person in here that was confused when they trusted the Most High, like as if he didn't do what he asked. Did he ask them when they trusted in him? You find me one. I dare you. You won't be able to. Everybody that trusted the Most High, that had that faith in Him, believed in Him, and know that He do it, He's done it. We'll never found the confusion in nothing. Read.
Or any Salaki, or did any abide in his fear, or was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
If you was living these laws, statutes, commandments, and you truly feared the Most High God, like some of our people did, like the prophets, Elijah and all them, they feared the Most High God. He ain't forsake them. So you think He's gonna forsake us? No, He's not, especially in these times. We may not have that spirit like Elijah and them do. We may not have that spirit and power like Peter did, and I face it like he do, like Peter did when he dropped those two from cheating somebody out the land for some money. Well, I'll tell you one thing though, we better have faith, and we better have faith like them. And these times, Lord, that our God got us. But we know that time is running short over here. It's running short, and we are coming to our end. As I say, just hold on. Hold on to your faith and your hope. Because guess what? This is all we gonna have. Right? Let's go to let's see. Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 40.
Book of Second Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle, and in the Salaki, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
All right there. Oh my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. That means He's telling us we better know how to hunt our food. We get our stuff ready to go out here. Because when we get out here, it's gonna be a battle. Like, more than a spiritual battle, it's gonna be a physical battle too. Now we got it coming at us both ways. And this way your faith about to truly be tested at right here and there. When that time comes, if we get ready to go out in this wilderness, this is when our faith will truly be tested at. That's why I say get our bodies acclimated to fasting as well. Fast as much as you can. When we get out there, guess what? There's gonna come a time where, you know what I'm saying, ain't gonna be no food around for a while. And you just can't keep eating up with what you carry with you. If you eating it every day, you're gonna run out of food. So never try to hold on to as much as you can. That's why you gotta fast. And then try to get your body used to doing it, so that when we get out there, it's gonna be like it's as if it's nothing. I don't care if you fast for like 7, 8, or 9 hours a day. But every now and then, at least I say, at least try to go for 24 hours if you can, maybe even 48. It's not like you can't do it, you can. Because when you get out there, it's gonna be harsh on us. And guess what? If you like, you know what I'm saying, discipline in that area, that lust and that desire for food is gonna get the best of you. And guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna turn around and say, no, man, I gotta eat me some food, man. And guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna want to eat. You have one or two things gonna happen. You either gonna get caught, and you're gonna say, man, you know, forget that, man, I might just go ahead and just take the mark. Or you're gonna get killed right there on the spot just for some dang on food. Because that goes your lack of faith and your lack of not fasting. Have your weapons ready. Because why? you're gonna need to protect out there. This is gonna be war for us. And guess what? You better have faith in knowing that the Most High is gonna deliver your enemies out there in your hands. Same things I was going over in the books of Samuel, in the book, and where Judah was at, and where the Maccabees brothers was at. That's why I went over them to show you, like, hey man, we about to go out here. And we better be praying that the Most High deliver our enemies in our hands when they come across us. And like I said before, you can't be scared, because you be scared, guess what? You dead. The Most High ain't gonna hear your, on top of that too, the Most High ain't gonna hear your prayers and say, y'all please deliver these people in my hands. That comes up to your people doing harm. And guess what? You know what I'm saying? We go out there, we gotta protect our families, our brothers and our other brothers and sisters that's in arms with us. Guess what? You better not hesitate, because guess what? They down sure as hell ain't. They down sure as hell ain't gonna hesitate. So you, guess what? Damn it, you better not do it either. So yes, we about to go out. We gonna be as pilgrims. We got to stick and move, stick and move, stick and move. We ain't gonna be able to stay in one place for such a long period of time. Read.
Verse 41. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth.
Oh, hold on. Let's see. No, that was it. That was it for that part.
God.
All right, let's go to chapter same book, 16, go to verse 17. And verse 17.
2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?
All right there. Now, this is the reason why I'm pointing this out. Go to verse 33.
Verse 33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers.
You see that right there? And guess what? And you know why I'm pointing this out to you? What woe is me to you, all to you single women out here who says I don't need no man. All you individualites out here, women out here that said I don't need no man, I'm good, I got the Most High and all that. When he clearly said gather together. What are you gonna do then? When there's gonna be no man out here to protect you. Because guess what? Some gonna go die in these nukes. A lot of them go die in these nukes. Some men go die in this World War III that's coming up. What are you gonna do then? And you ain't gathered amongst the body. And guess what? We gonna be gone. And you gonna be out there by yourself. And like I said before, man, I was telling people to look at this movie called The Road. It came out THEROAD, The Road. I said that saw this. Me and my wife was looking at this movie. It was a single woman out there with a child, and she was outnumbered and like seriously outgunned. So all you single women out there that talk about I don't need no man, I'm too good for a man and all this and all that, I can do things myself. Oh, we gonna see. We is gonna see. And more than that just likes more than faith, but that is your pride and your arrogance. Your pride and arrogance right there is gonna get you killed. Thinking you don't need a man, and then for you individualites out here thinking that you don't need a body to be amongst. Hell, well, sometimes one man ain't gonna be enough to protect you. He ain't got no skin. He ain't no John Wick, and he ain't no dang on Tobin Frost, and he ain't no down equalizer. Like, you can just take out so many people, multiple people. One man can take out so many people. These ain't the movies. This is about to be the real thing. So if you're a single woman out here and you ain't amongst somebody, I advise you to get amongst one right now. Get amongst some righteous people. And if you're a single woman talking about I don't need no man, well, you better change that thought quick. Get you a righteous man to marry you. Because guess what? You get caught out here, and nobody gonna be out to save you. I guarantee you that. Last one. Give me Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Faith is a hope, just the evidence of things hoped for. Yeah, we hope for this. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't never knew if we was over there in Jerusalem or not. We don't know. We ain't never seen this new Israel came down yet, but guess what? Do we have hope that it's coming? Yes. It's here in the book, but we haven't seen it, but we know that it's coming. Yes. So hold on to that. Hold on to knowing that the Most High is coming to gather his people. Hold on to that faith and knowing that he's going to come and bring us home. If he sent us over into captivity, he's going to bring us home. Hold on to that faith and be strong in it. Stand on these promises. Because guess what? We're in the last days, and a lot of people losing faith, and a lot of people out here losing hope because they're not strong in this walk. Have faith in your walk. You can't, people, family, y'all came back too far. Y'all came too far to try to go back. Y'all came too far to go back. Encourage one another. Encourage one another every single day. And stay faithful. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I got right there. Stay faithful. Brother, you got anything after this?
I think it was a beautiful class, man. Beautiful class.
All praise to the Most High, man. You know, give me the spirit to do this class, man. You know.
All praises.
And one thing for man, like I said, don't be one of those people that turn back. And like I said before, pay attention to the prophecies and just keep paying attention to where we at in this part and that part. So therefore we know we're getting close to that time. But don't estimate the years and know when he's gonna come or if it's coming. Just keep watching, like you said, folks, keep watching and pray, people. Watch and pray.
Wow.
And I want to thank you. I'm gonna close out. I want to thank everybody for watching the class, and I hope it was very much edifying. And I hope everybody got something out of this. All right, Mike, I'll go ahead.
All right, I just want to say, I think it was very good, very edifying. You know what I mean? It's always edifying having class on faith. You know what I mean? Like I said, great class. With that, I'll say shalom.
Shalom.
Israelite made it. The suckers gon' talk, the cowards gon' hate it. No matter what they say, I'ma go get it done. There's really no choice if you from where I'm from. Some people gon' be glad, others gon' be mad. You juicing off the hate and relapse, so you need rehab. I could show you things, all you see is the rings. Don't get blinded by ice, my brother. Pick a lane, learn to skill that'll get you very well paid. Investing in trades like a monopoly game. All you need is your brain and be willing to change. You'll have obstacles in life, but don't look at it strange. Adapt to your environments, get well-rounded. In the laws of the Most High, stay well-grounded. Things happen and life goes on. Let the haters hate while you stay strong.
Don't say I can't have it, 'cause that just makes me want it more. Number one status.
Number one.
I gotta do the damn time before. Don't be mad at me when I get it.
Don't be mad, bro.
You gon' be mad at me when I get it done.
I'ma get it done.
Don't be mad.
Do what you need to do, there's a king in you. But if talent don't work, it won't be useful. I remember the times of free school lunch. Whatever we didn't eat, moms took it for our brunch. Pops was working hard, now I know how it feels to have extra. He used to bring us meals on wheels. If you know, you know. Free things was a major help. That's why anytime I get, I always try to help those who are in need, who know are sincere. It makes me feel good when they smiling from ear to ear. Let them be mad, I'm bearing my cross. All my failures was a lesson, never counted a loss. Edomites make way, cause they know I'm a boss. Sitting in the Lambo, while they sit in the porch. And they wondering how, so they try to converse. The ones that smile in your face are usually the
Don't
worst.
say I can't have